My name is Joe Albanese, and I've been asked to create a short video to explain the proposed plan to enhance the sports park by converting the existing tennis courts 8 and 9 to 4 regulation pickleball courts and 2 bocce courts. Before we get into the details of the proposal, just a very brief recap of the effort to enhance our sports park and add additional pickleball courts. In October of 2020, the board created the Ad Hoc Land Use Committee to establish a plan for upgrading Valencia's amenities. Ultimately, the Land Use Committee, after receiving the RFPs from design companies, selected the design company WGI to present the design plan for the enhancement of the sports park. On January 17, 2022, WGI's design plan was presented to the community. It was an ambitious plan that included 6 pickleball courts, 2 bocce courts, a half-court basketball court, additional lighting, and increased parking. The project was estimated to cost no more than $700,000. In April of 2022, the board passed a motion to have our attorneys prepare a community vote on a special assessment of $618,000 to execute the planned conversion. The result of that vote was revealed on December 15, 2022. 536 residents voted, with 275 voting in favor of the special assessment and 261 voting against. So although the majority of residents voted for the project, it did not receive the required 2/3 needed to pass, so the vote failed. After the failed vote, the Land Use Committee reached out to residents to get our feedback and to better understand the objections of the proposed plan and to discuss various alternatives. Utilizing this information that they received from residents, they went back to WGI for a more modest proposal that hopefully will satisfy some of the concerns residents had with the original plan. And that brings us to today, where the new sports park enhancement plan can be presented to the community. Okay, so let's start with an overview. As we said, the project calls for the building of 4 pickleball courts and 2 bocce courts on courts 8 and 9 at the sports park. The pickleball courts will be oriented north-south and will be laid out in a row on the south half of the tennis courts. The bocce courts will be oriented east-west and will be installed on the northern half of the tennis courts. A walkway will be built that leads directly from the north end of the parking lot to the bocce courts. Pickleball courts will be composed of acrylic and acrylic court paint and playing lines. The courts will be separated by 4-foot-tall fencing. Seating: there will be an area of pavers approximately 50 feet by 20 feet, will be installed on the west side of the south fence for a seating area, with round tables with umbrellas and chairs. New lighting will be installed. 10-foot-high fencing will be installed around 3 sides of the pickleball courts, and a 12-foot-high fence with mass-loaded vinyl sound-absorbing material will be installed on the north side of the pickleball courts, which is the side that faces homes on Valley High. Sound mitigation: Palm Beach County sound level limit is 55 decibels, and the closest homes on Valley High will now have about 140 feet from the pickleball courts. PSM, which is the leading company in the field of pickleball sound assessment and sound management, predicted the sound levels to be 48 decibels with a 12-foot fence with sound-absorbing barrier. Their work and findings are based on computer sound modeling. The bocce courts will have artificial turf, which requires less maintenance than hard true. Some communities in the area have courts made of artificial turf and some have courts made of hard true. Either is fine for tournament play. The size is 13 feet by 91, which is regulation tournament size. The communities in the area either have regulation size courts already, or if they don't, they are converting their courts to 13 by 91. There will be a 2-foot border of pavers installed around the bocce courts. The rest of the area will be filled in with sod. Benches will be installed at each end of the court, same as the shuffleboard courts. The goal right now is to increase the number of pickleball courts and add bocce courts. Once the courts are built, the board at that time will determine how many additional parking spaces may be needed. Well, I hope you found the video helpful, and I know that in the very near future, the board and the Land Use Committee will be holding presentations where you can submit your questions and have them answered. Thank you for your attention.